Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but I just wanted to get on here and show y'all this beautiful natural look that I have created. I was contemplating on doing the bold look that I did have a poll on Instagram with, but I decided to do the natural, not only because it got the most votes, but also because I wanted to show y'all what an everyday look can look and become, and just with mixing and using drugstore makeup with high-end. If y'all have any questions or comments or any suggestions, please comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe. But before I keep on rambling, let's get to the video. So my face has already been prepped and moisturized, so now what I'm going to be taking is this e.l.f. Cosmetic Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Natural Brown. I'm not sure if y'all can see that. So what I like to do is I like to brush up my brows, and then I like to kind of just trace them out. Also, if y'all hear the thunder in the background, it is raining in Texas right now. Well, in the Houston area. So that's what I like to do first. And then I brush them down. I've also never really gotten my eyebrows done by anyone. I've always just done them myself. To be honest, I want to let them grow out. I want them thicker. I always see these gorgeous brows on Instagram and YouTube. And I'm just like, oh, y'all are blessed. Okay, so that is the first brow. And then what I like to do is I like to take my brow gel from LA Colors. And I just like to apply that all over the brow so those hairs can stay in place. Alright, so now that my brows are cleaned up, what I like to do now is I just like to use a translucent shade, which today the two palettes that I'm going to be using to create this look will be the LA Colors Sassy palette. You can find this at your local Family Dollar. And then I'm also going to be dipping into my new Morphe featuring Jaclyn Hill, well, with Jaclyn Hill palette. This is how it looks. I'm going to be getting into this one. I'm really excited. Let me just do a couple swatches for you. So this is Coin. So right here. Oh, it's so good. And then I'll dip into, let me dip into this beautiful green. This is Top Secret. I'm not really good at swatches, but yeah, these shades are really pretty. That one is like, that one actually matches my background. But these are the two palettes that I'm going to be dipping into. So let's just get started. So I'm going to be taking this shade right here. Next, I'm going to be dipping into this beautiful shade. It's like a brown yellow tone. It's called Agent. And I'm just going to take another blending brush. I'll put my segment. And I'm just going to focus it right here. So you can see it's not that much color, but it's enough color, because what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be taking a more defined brush, and I'm actually going to be going into Smooth Criminal, which is it's a brown. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a deeper brown. And I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner. And then what I like to do is I like to get a more, I want to say, another defining blending brush. And I just like to focus out on my lash line. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be getting into the LA Colors palette. And like I mentioned, this is a look that it's natural, but it's also like glam. So I'm going to take this shimmery, it's like a purple, a dark purple, and I'm just going to focus on the outer, right there. I'm actually just going to work it all the way out. So it gives us that like nice, soft. So it's very warm, as you can see. Very, very warm. And I haven't done liner in a very long time, so I'm gonna do my liner, put some lashes on, and then I should be back with my full face. Okay, so I actually wanted to get back on here and show y'all the e.l.f. concealer. I literally just did 2 swipes and brought it down, and look how much comes out. So I just wanted to show y'all how I blend out my concealer. I already put my lashes on. They were from LA Color. They're in the Diva. They're in the lash called Diva. And so when I like to conceal my under eyes, I have really bad veins. I've always had them ever since I was a baby. And so what I like to do is I just like to tap and then I bring it up. So I just tap out everything and bring it up. And I like to go back and forth just to make sure that I'm getting that all in. And then I bring it down, because this concealer a little goes a long way. And I'm using a wet sponge. This is the e.l.f. sponge. I've had this for a while. Well, I've used this type of sponge for a while now, and it's by far one of my favorite drugstore sponges to use. Only because like it always lasts me like a good 3 to 6 months, as long as like I keep up with cleaning it and, you know, just taking care of it. So as you can see, that vein has literally disappeared. And what I like to do is with the leftovers, I just bring it down to where I have acne to cover up as much as I can, because like I mentioned, this is a natural look, so the less product I use on my face, the better. And literally, that concealer is going to stay put. I haven't put it down because it literally dries matte. And that's what I love about it, is that yes, it dries matte, but it's not like cakey, you know, it's not like a cakey matte. So that's what I really like about it. And then my foundation that I'm going to be using is the Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. So since this is full coverage, I'm literally only going to use like one swipe. That's a lot. I'm actually going to take some off. And then just dot this amount all over my face. And there's still product on here. And that wasn't even a full like amount on this. And that is the same. That foundation does go with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, actually the concealer itself. So what I like to do before I put my foundation, I wet my sponge again because I like it really damp. I'm a very oily person, so I want to make sure that that foundation sits in my skin. And I just dab it everywhere. And I really don't like covering that concealer that I already put down, only because that's already covered. I don't have to put nothing else there. I just leave it alone. Bring everything else down. So that's my face so far. And I'm going to be setting it with the Air Sponge Translucent Powder. You can pick this at your local drugstore. Same blender, different side. And I just like to bake for a little bit. I don't even bake that long. I won't even call it baking. I'm just very oily. So the more powder the better. And you see, I like to just bring whatever I have left over and I put it everywhere else. So it's not like too much powder, but it's enough. And I do my nose. And this is like the areas where I'm always oily. So that's why I let it sit there. And then what I like to do is I like to just get a fluffy brush and I just dust off that excess. So it's not really baking, it's just setting that concealer, that foundation, just everything in its place. Oh, my hair is just everywhere today. And I just go everywhere else if I have anything extra, because that foundation, I've been using it for like the past like week when my husband bought me it, and I'm not gonna lie, like it dries so fast. So it's like you gotta work really fast, which I don't mind. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be taking my e.l.f. Cosmetic Contour Palette, and I'm gonna be dipping into these two shades, just going back and forth. I don't want to be too cut, you know? So I'm not going to really like be keeping that harsh line, just going to be blending and going. And I'm not even going that much into the pan. I like making a C whenever I do it like this, whenever it's a natural look. So that's the contour so far. And then what I like to do for my nose is I get like a slanted kabuki brush This is also from e.l.f. Cosmetics, and I just go into this light shade right here, and I just literally go like this, and then bring to the side. So go up and down, and then bring down to the side, and then I just do like a little V here. So like I said, it's not like a, oh, I got a snatch nose, but it's like, you know, I see you, girl, you got a little, your nose look a little slim thick. And then what I like to do now is I actually just let that set for a little bit, and then I do my lower lash line, which I'm going to be going into the LA Colors palette, and I'm actually going to be dipping into this beautiful brown. Slanted little brush. And that's just, I'm just going to focus that all on my lash line. And I like to bring it all the way to the middle and the end, so on both sides. And then I'm going to take my Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced and just lower that lash. Put mascara on the lower lash. Okay. So it's not like a big, you know, a big dramatic look, but it's still like a look that when you go out, you know you got makeup on, but it doesn't look too much. And these lashes are just everything. Lash cam. Alright, so for blush, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. blush. And this is just a, I don't even know what kind of brush this is, but it's slanted and it's fluffy. And I like to, when I do blush, I like to start from the apples of my cheeks and go in a C motion. So just like that. Alright, and now what I like to do is actually like to set my face. So let all that product sit. And this is the Hard Candy Long Wear Sheer Envy Setting Spray. You can find it at your local Walmart or drugstore. And I don't let it get too dry. So like, I'm not sure if you can see on camera, but it's still like a little wet. So what I like to do is I like to take my highlighting brush. This is also from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the fan brush. I got this at Ulta. And I'm going to be going into my Fenty Beauty. This is the mini. This is Hustle Baby. So tiny. I'm just gonna, just a little bit, just like, Mind you, my cheeks, everything is still a little damp. And I'm extra, so I like to go in with another highlighting brush. I would say it's like a more like, it's like a cone head brush, I call it. I like to go back in there and just really like layer that highlight. I'm so weird. And lastly is gonna be lips. So today what I want to do is I want to do like a more of a nude lip, not only just to go with the eye look, but also just to give you that nice pout look lip. And I've been seeing this around and I've been loving it. So I'm going to be taking my, this is the LA Color lip liner. This is in Natural. And I'm just going to be outlining the outline of my lips. My Kylie Cosmetics Velvet liquid lipstick. This is in Bare. And I don't put it all on the lip. I literally just focus that in the center. It smells so good. Okay, so that is the finished look. I did do a poll on Instagram the other day, and that's how I actually came up with doing this look. It was if it was between a bold and a natural look, and I got more votes on the natural look, so that's why I wanted to get on here and make a video for y'all. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I hope this was helpful, and I was happy to be back on here. I will be getting back in routine with videos. This is my natural hair. I literally just pinned it back a little bit, kind of crumped it up. But if you have any other recommendations on videos, comment down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also click that bell button for you to get new notifications on a new video that I'll be dropping. So thanks guys, see you next time, bye.